Welcome back, everyone. In part 1, we laid out the entire game board of life. Now it's time to make your move.
All right, so you've got the rulebook, you have a framework for your game plan, you've even decided to play as the hero of your own story, which is awesome.
But here's the thing, are you really ready to play? Because look, knowing the plan is one thing, but actually executing it when the pressure is on, that is the real challenge. So okay, let's dive into this.
First up, your unstoppable driving force. You see, the first challenge you're going to face isn't out there somewhere. It's right inside you. What is it that fuels you when the game gets tough?
So a lot of players, they rely on external fuel, right? Praise, rewards, that kind of thing. But that stuff is fleeting. It runs out. The greatest players, though, they have a totally different power source, an unwavering internal belief. It's the difference between a temporary boost and a permanent self-sustaining engine. And that engine, that's what we call a core belief. This isn't just some fuzzy feeling. We're talking about an unwavering conviction that powers your journey, no matter what's happening on the outside. It's the why that fuels your how.
And that's really the crucial point here. Your belief is the greatest driving force in the game. It's the engine that keeps you moving, even when the map isn't totally clear. But what if you don't have a map at all?
Which brings us to our next section, what to do when you're lost. Look, a lot of us feel stuck sometimes, right? Without some big, clear objective. So does that mean the game is over before it even begins? No way, absolutely not.
So what's the first move when you don't even know the destination? Well, if you don't have that grand vision yet, the strategy is actually pretty simple. You start a series of small, intelligent experiments.
Okay, so here's how it works. Step 1. Just pick a small goal. Choose any direction that feels even a little bit right, no matter how small. Step 2, you launch the experiment. You actually take concrete action toward that little goal. 3, you gather intel. You pay close attention to what happens. Did you enjoy it? Did you learn something useful? And finally, step 4, you adjust your course. You use that intel you just gathered to pick your next small goal. You see, you find your path not by waiting for some perfect map to appear, but by taking the first step. It's all about this cycle of action and learning.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. We're going to talk about playing in multiplayer mode. Because here's the thing. While you are the only one playing your game, you are never, ever truly alone on the game board. You're going to encounter other players, and how you interact with them, well, that changes everything. These aren't just random distractions, They're a fundamental part of the game. They can offer support, new challenges, completely different perspectives.
And it's really, really important to understand the different roles people can play in your game. First, you have companions. These are other players you meet along the way. Then you have friends. These are your trusted allies, the people who support your mission. And then you have love. Wow, love is a total game changer. It's a force that can literally redefine your goals and the entire point of the game for you.
Okay, so you've got your driving force, you have a strategy for when you're lost, and you have allies by your side. So what's the final move? What's the one last piece that holds this entire thing together?
The final piece is hope. But I want to be really clear here. We're not talking about just passive wishing. This is an active conviction. It's this core belief that the game actually has a purpose and that your moves have meaning. It's the belief in a positive destiny that you are actively helping to create.
And this is so important. Hope is the belief in your destiny. And what is destiny? It's simply the result of your choices. So believing in destiny isn't about giving up control at all. It's actually the opposite. It's about having this ultimate faith that your choices are shaping a meaningful outcome.
And that really brings us to the ultimate takeaway from this whole thing. The game is vast. Your moves are your own. Your belief is your victory. It's not about the hand you were dealt. It's all about how you decide to play it.
So now that you know how to play, what's your first move going to be? That's really the only question left. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.